Hi, Brad Ward here. I got several hats on today, so it's Brad Ward from Ward's Auctions, also representing Haynes Auctions today because the Haynes are down in Red Deer, and also Remax Professionals. We're going to talk a little bit about that as well today. First and foremost is the upcoming Firearms auction, which is why most of you are watching this particular video, and it is on Saturday, June 13th. We'll open the doors at 9 a.m. We start selling at 10. The preview is on the day before, which is Friday, June 12th, from 3 o'clock until 8 o'clock. Highly recommend you come down on the Friday so that you can properly view anything that's in this room that we're in, which is the sales room. You can view during the sale, but the firearms, which will be set up in the back room, as those of you who have been here before, you know you can't see those during the sale. There's lots to look at. So come down on the Friday. If you're coming in from out of town, there's so much stuff in the sale. It's worth coming in, grabbing a hotel room, come to the viewing, stay for the whole thing, look and dot every I and cross every T, then go out and have a nice meal, get a nice rest that night, and come in early. Register on the Friday because the lineups are always ridiculous, again, if you've seen before. When you do come to register, make sure you have your PAL in your hand, your whatever ID they ask for. So your PAL, if you're going to be bidding on restricted or prohib, make sure you have your range information. Make sure you have whatever phone number you registered with us before. All those things are just going to speed things up. Your driver's license, your place of birth. It all depends on what sort of registering you're wanting to do. But if you have that all in your hand, boom, and you hand it to them, they're going to fill out your forms very quickly. Those that are watching the video and they are actually bidding from afar through the iCollector, through the online bidding, or through absentee bidding, again, make sure when you register, you're going to get an email from Michael, from us essentially, and it's going to have a questionnaire, it's going to have a form you fill out. If you don't fill that out and send it back, you're not going to get registered. As simple as that. He doesn't have the time to chase you down because you didn't put in your middle name or you didn't put in your PAL or whatever. If you filled it out wrong, you're an adult, you're going to be on the bottom of the pile, just like you're used to being with the firearms department. Do something wrong with them, it's the same thing. So not to be heavy-handed, but that's just the way it has to be. There's just way too much workload involved in getting everything ready. The miscellaneous in this sale is almost completely the opposite of the last firearms sale in March, where it was all collector and a little bit of new stuff. This is a lot of new stuff and a little bit of collector. The miscellaneous is, good old-fashioned miscellaneous. There's everything from boats, loading equipment, bullet cases, there's collector plates. There's enough John Wayne stuff to sink a battleship. Again, more cases here. Clay chuckers, dies, you name it. You're going to see as the camera pans around the room that there's a bunch of furniture in the room that's actually eating up a bit of meat on the sales floor. It's because the warehouse is busting at the seams, and the reason for that is actually that they have the Glenora Bed and Breakfast auction coming up on June 28th. I think it's on here right here. June 28th. It's on the website already, wardsauctions.com. The sale's going to be here in this building, 11802 145th Street, the same as the firearms sale. So the Glenora, we've already cataloged it over there. A lot of pictures on the website right now, and then everything will be in this room for the sale. It's already busting the seams of the warehouse, so we're in a bit of a quandary there, but we're just going to keep plugging away at that. Piles and piles of brand new in-box optics, thousands and thousands of dollars worth, binoculars, scopes, all sorts of fun stuff. This one here, the Zeiss, this is a price tag on of $1,100. The Zeiss ones, these are so powerful that when I was spying on the neighbor lady across the street from my house the other night, I could count her what do you call those, freckles. It was actually it was kind of spooky now that I think about it. Anyhow, piles and piles of stuff. These furnitures are actually not in the sale. There's more optics here. Again, we had to put stuff in this room because of the Glenora sale. There's just so much of it. Behind here, though, you do see the cases, the rifle cases and so on, plus this log furniture. That log furniture is in the firearms sale. So I think that might be the only furniture that's in the firearms sale, but that one is. Here's what you're really waiting for is the firearms themselves. I'm going to put my post-it note down. Remember, I'm going to forget the sale dates now. Here's a nice Beretta shotgun over and under with a fitted case here. There's multiple chokes inside here. Look at the website for all the photographs. There's about 2,000 photographs on the website now. And so I don't imagine there'll be much more added to it. Off camera, there's a bunch of ammo over there, a bunch of brand new in the box knives here. Good selection of handguns, pistols and revolvers, prohibs of course, and mostly non-prohib. Some collector pieces, again look at the website, you got some Enfields and so on in there. You got a really neat collector piece here in the 45 Colt. This is a Alberta Diamond Jubilee. Right on here it says 43 of 200 in a fitted box. We have 2 of these in the sale. Absolutely fantastic piece. Obviously never been fired, still has the original tags on it from the factory and so on. So have a look. Again, the website has lots of stuff in there. There's the other Jubilee one in here. More case shotguns. Along the back row is a bunch of case shotguns as well. Lots and lots of brand new products. Some really neat air rifles for those that are into the air rifles. There's some collector pieces. Like every sale is going to have some. It's just a little bit weird that there's so much new stuff in this sale. And really nice quality, premium new stuff. Not just kind of new, but you know, very, very low miles on so many pieces. Look at the premium wood on this one here. This was in 17 HMR, I believe. Scope, bolt action, but look at the premium wood on that. Like that is just absolutely fantastic. Some really neat tactical style shotguns. I like that sort of stuff for absolutely no good reason. I do shoot 3 guns, so although I haven't done it this year yet. More air rifles, again, that's kind of fun. We're going to talk about why some of the pieces don't have triggers in a little while. You guys are all wondering about that. I used to have this one here in a double barrel or double tube fed pump action tactical shotgun, and I lost mine actually when this gal used it to break out of my house, and she had to escape, she said, but she kept the shotgun, said it was the only good thing that came out of the date. Wah wah wah. On the Rossi ranch hand they call it, this reminds me of the rifleman. You need a little holster like that. You know, holster that thing. 45 Colt, really, really cool stuff. Another thing that we want to talk about auction-wise, it's not on the website yet because we just signed the contract. There's a real estate auction coming up on July 18th. Now on the website you will see, coming up you will see the property, including inspections, including RPR, including dates, including open houses, including the terms and conditions of the auction. It's in Sturgeon County. It's actually in Upper Viscount Estates, and it is a house, I'm going to say 1,800 square feet roughly, I'm just going off the top of my head, and 1.3 acres, beautifully developed property as far as the landscaping goes. And then it's got an attached garage, and then there's also a detached, good-sized garage as well. So it's a really nice secluded property. You can barely see it when you drive down the actual main road. Here's a neat piece here in the survival gun. As you saw, it all fit together into nothing. And then you can, oops, I put the clip in upside down. That's embarrassing. So keep an eye on the website for that real estate auction. That's going to be a great property. Isn't that neat? And that'll be, the sale will be on July 18th, but there'll be, of course, open houses and so on. It'll be officially listed by the 15th of June, which is only a couple of weeks away. I've just sent off applications for the signs for that. You can see down the row here, lots and lots, again, some collector pieces over here. There's no sense in me getting into a whole big thing about which pieces are which, because I'll be here all day. And there's other specific things that we have to talk about. All the information is on the website. You're going to see a couple things in particular. As an example, 272A is a brand new in-box, even though we don't, of course, have the box in here, rifle, of which there are multiples of them. We only have one on display, but whether there's 2 or 3 or 5 of the same rifle, we do have multiples. You'll see them on the catalog. Unfortunately, you won't see them in order. I just noticed an hour ago that they're separated. So ask me why, I don't have an answer. But the point is, we do have multiples on some. They're not here, they're in the warehouse, in the secure warehouse, and they are, but they'll be offered on choice. So that'll be an opportunity for you to buy that. And they are complete new in box, triggers and everything. It even says on the tag that there's a clip. You know that we mean mag. I'm not sure why we said clip, but same reason why we have things that are on choice that aren't cataloged next to each other. However, you're also going to see that we've had a million phone calls about the ones that have no triggers. And so the first question is, well, why is there no triggers? And then we say, well, they were part of an insurance claim and so they were taken out. And then somebody, more than once with a tone like, you know they're going to sell for less money. And I want to say, I'm going to beat you over the head with this because I can't shoot you because there's no trigger in it. We know it's going to sell for less money. But what happened was it was part of a, was it a full break-in? I don't know. Or was it an accident? I don't even have the details. But pretend this is the store. Cable running through all the triggers through along here. Doot, 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 doot. And then the wall gets hit by a truck. And all these go flying and they get damaged trigger guards on this one. Some of them have virtually no damage, but damaged trigger guards, potentially damaged triggers. The insurance company are going to err on the side of caution because they don't want an accident. So under the assumption that a trigger could be damaged and maybe end up with a misfire or an accidental discharge, not a misfire, but an accidental discharge, if somebody gets hurt, they don't want that hassle. So the triggers are gone. They were gone when we got them. So that's just the way it is. Don't ask us for us, because ask us for them, we don't have them. The original batch of photographs, there was a whole lot that didn't show the bolt in the photograph. A lot of those were just an error on our part, and they have now been added to the website because the bolts do exist. So double check the ones that you were interested in before, have a good look and see what's going on. Again, lots and lots of lever action stuff. You can tell from the catalog there's no surprises as to which ones were part of that insurance claim and which ones were new in box untouched pieces. So, you know, we have piles and piles of the new in box stuff and just enough of the nice collector pieces to attract the get the collectors excited. So I think anyhow. I'm sure there's a whole bunch of other stuff I was going to talk about. Remember to look at the website, which is wardsauctions.com. The sale is on the 12th. Have I got that right? No, the sale's on the 13th, which is on the Saturday of June 2015. The viewing is the day before on the Friday from 3 o'clock till 8 o'clock. Again, look at the website for the Glenora Bed and Breakfast clearance coming out. That building is being torn down probably this month or next month. Have a look at the real estate auction that is coming up as well. If you need to reach me, my direct line is 940-8378, the 7800 area code. The office number is 780-451-4549. Website wardsauctions.com. The sale will be held 11802 145th Street, Edmonton, Alberta. Plan ahead, book way ahead as far as the registering if you're going to be bidding online, that sort of thing, so that you have lots of time to dot all the I's and whatever. Fill out the forms, ask the questions properly, and it's going to be a fun day, so we'll see you at the sale.